Hello everyone and welcome to some YouTube constructed content here. First time I'm giving this a try, and we are playing the Mono Sapphire Uzzu Empress of the Ice deck here in the 5 Shards Weekly Arcane Vault Tournament. We're currently 1-0. We actually got the bye for the first round, so we look at our opening 7 here. We've got a Treacherous Pass and an Empress and 2 Copycats. We actually don't have a 2-drop, and we don't have a lot going on in this hand. Like, we've got payoffs, but, like, we don't... If I knew, like, I had a Shardsworn or a Skittering Cultivator or even Arcane Focus coming, I'd snap this off. Like, if one of these was an Arcane Focus or one of these Shards was a Focus, I think this hand would be great, but I feel like it just doesn't do enough on average. This deck plays... This deck plays 4 copies of Consult the Talon, which generally means you can be a little bit more aggressive when you're mulliganing, because Consult the Talon is a card that can kind of undo mulligans for you, kind of generate some card advantage back that you lost by starting down a card. I believe, yep, Skanky said 2 times in one night, so we played him earlier today, and he was playing the same deck we are, so this is looking like it's going to be a mirror match here. I'm going to go ahead and lead on the Skittering Cultivator here so we can start getting the Dreadling generation going. We picked up a Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, which is one of our payoff cards. It's a 3/3 for 4 that says exhausted troops you control get +2 power, and ready troops you control have +2 defense. Alright, Silk's actually pretty good because it means I can Arcane Focus and do this. Alternatively, I could just coin Shardsworn and then P.R.O.M.P.T the next turn. That's probably slightly better, actually, just like guaranteed P.R.O.M.P.T next turn, especially since this is going to get 2 Diligence and make 2 Dreadlings for us. So I'm going to go ahead and play the coin here since it's a slow shard. And then play out the Shardsworn, and if we're really good, we'll draw a Copycat next turn, so that way we can go 4th Sapphire Threshold, 5th Sapphire Threshold off Uzzu, P.R.O.M.P.T, cap my P.R.O.M.P.T, and then smash for a lot of damage. Yep, no blocks here. See what their turn play here is. Okay. Do they have a 3rd resource? They don't. That's really good for us. For obvious reasons. Huh. So Consult the Talons. Yeah, I think I just want to consult, actually. And you want to consult before you focus in situations like this, because what you draw with the consult could dictate the cards that you're interested in getting with this focus. We drew a coin here, so kind of punished for not exhausting that. Empress of Ice is pretty good. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pick her up, I think. Let's go ahead and focus again here. There's Skittering Cultivator. Yep, sign me up. I'm going to go ahead and play my slow shard out here, and then I'm going to smash for 2 points here. Takes this free block, takes a point of damage. That's pretty good. So that gives all of his spiders +1 power for each venom they controls, and he controls 1, 2, 3 venom, so these Dreadlings are huge. That being said, we are going to get to go ahead and play our Empress of the Ice out here. And then Empress of the Ice is going to keep his stuff locked down. I don't think I really care about getting Dreadlings into my deck at this point, or spiders. I'm just going to go ahead and exhaust that for now. Then I'm going to play the Skittering Cultivator out and then ship for 5 here. Next turn I can play out this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T and then play this to make a Sapphire to exhaust one of their things. And then this can also exhaust the second thing if we needed to. And then we can activate one of these dorks. I think this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T is going to be lethal here. So we can go ahead and play this and exhaust this so it can't block. And then this is going to be, yeah, this should be lethal. So we do this, and we activate this to make some Dreadlings, and then we smash. It didn't count, but this should be lethal. And -11, very, very lethal. Alright, so what are we interested in doing in this matchup? I don't think Treacherous Pass is actually particularly good. I think Transmogrifade is reasonable, because if we want to like deal with their cards like Tribunal Magistrate and Empress of Ice, or like must kill. I kind of wouldn't mind having a couple deny, but I honestly am not sure exactly how I want to board I don't hate actually just like trimming a resource on the draw. I do that a lot in this deck, but our deck's a little bit resource heavy to start. We've got 25 shards plus Arcane Focuses and Consult the Talon, so I don't hate trimming a shard on the draw with this deck. Just like trimming it up to all 4 here basically. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't hate fitting in denies, but it feels like I'm just going to have a hard time holding up the resources for this a lot of the time. And like if my opponent's smart, they're likely going to be transmogging on their turn when my denies aren't going to be free. Seems pretty reasonable. It's got Skittering Cultivator into Tribunal Magistrate. It's got a Transmog and a Consult. We do need to draw a 3rd and 4th resource ideally, but pretty reasonable than that. So it's kind of a slower hand from the opponent here. 3rd Sapphire Shard is excellent. Our ideal draw would be a Warpsteel Shardsworn next turn, so we can go like Shardsworn into Consult. Just like gas up to 4 cards. There's the Silk. And again, we're playing the Silks in this deck just so you can play what's the word I'm looking for? So you can just like generate value with it in the mid to late game, basically. Another Skittering Cultivator. Yep, I'm just going to go ahead and transmog this. This is one of their payoff cards, so taking it off the table is reasonable. They caught a Llama Herder. Okay, that's actually pretty good for them, right? Attack with this. Free block. I just want to enable Diligence for next turn. Play another Skittering Cultivator out. It's been a while since I've done offline recording of matches. I think probably since I was playing Magic online, honestly. Ooh, Treacherous Pass is pretty good with the Llama Herder. I'm not sure if I want passes or not in this matchup. So that's going to Diligence into that. Huh, that's interesting. So I think I'm going to play the Skittering Cultivator out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Consult, Diligencing these 3. Hit another resource here, that's pretty good, so we'll play that out. And then we'll just crack for 1 here, basically, because he gets a free block on the Llama Herder. And then next turn, we're going to make a buck ton of Dreadlings. But he's going to have a Llama to block. We're going to get to put a Tribunal Magistrate in play, though, so assuming he doesn't have a... like, pretty good chance they have a Transmog, right? Oh, that's really good. Yeah, so maybe I just like need to prioritize saving the Transmogs for the Empresses. We're basically just like locked out of the game at this point, right? It feels like it. Yep, so they've got their 5 thresholds, so none of these are going to unexhaust, and that's just like a huge swing here. Into a Consult of their own, yep. That was a fortunate draw. Let's go ahead and transmog this. We're still soft to a Copycat here. Things worth noting. I'm gonna go ahead and put Spider Eggs into their deck with that one. And then I think I'm just playing this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T out as a blocker. If we hit, on the off chance they don't have a Copycat or another, yeah, there's the transmog for that. On the off chance they don't have a Copycat or another Empress of the Ice here, we could potentially go double Magistrate next turn, which would be very good. But, you know, that's like 7 cards that they're looking for here, which could be very bad for us. another consult here, so like... Okay, come on, big bucks, no whammy, big bucks, no whammy. No copycat, no copycat. Sweet. Alright, let's draw a non-slow shard here so we can go double magistrate and just destroy him. If we go double magistrate, we'll have... yeah, no blocks. If we get double magistrates here, we get to just deal infinite damage this turn. Ding! The fries are done. So this one, these will all have 11 power, I believe, so we should just be dead here. Because each of these give plus power equal to the amount of Venus I control, so these will be 11 power Dreadlings. So, can only block 2 of them. He's going to take, you know, negative 44. Alright, well, that's it for the first round. So we're 2-0 now after having a round 1 bye. So, we'll be back with the next round here in just a moment. Thanks for hanging out and watching the YouTube content, folks.